If you want an amazing, amazing life, you live it with intention. You live it with purpose. You know, all of us in nursing school had to do hundreds, if not thousands, of care plans for our patients. How many of you have ever done a care plan for yourself? One or two of you. If I were to come into your home, could you pull out a piece of paper and show me, this is where I want to be in 3 years, this is where I want to be in 5 years, this is what I'm going to be doing in 10 years? So many times when I travel the country, I talk to people, and every once in a while a frustrated nurse will come to me and she'll say, I feel like I'm not getting anywhere. And I'll say, well, where do you want to go? And she says, I don't know. And I'll say, well, how do you know you're not already there? You need a plan. If you want an amazing life, you be intentional. And being here, you have been very intentional about your professional life. I just also want to point out to have life balance. You want to be intentional about your personal life as well. How much time do you want to spend with your family? How much time do you want to grow spiritually? How much time do you want to spend on your physical and emotional health? What about relationships? I have to admit, when I came out here, I wasn't sure if I ever really wanted to get involved with anyone again. But I thought, you know, if I do, I'm going to be intentional this time. I'm going to write down the traits of what I really, really, really want intentionally this time, instead of running out and seeking another codependent relationship to rescue someone. And so I got out a paper and a pen, and I got pretty enthusiastic because I ended up with 2 pages, you know, single space, double column, front and back. And my list said things like, I want someone that makes me laugh and romance, and someone who will respect my children, and romance, and someone who loves chocolate and stargazing and champagne, and romance, romance, romance. I thought, man, this guy walks up, I'm gonna recognize him. One day this guy, this speaker, calls and says, can I take you to coffee? I've got a great idea for a speech. And I'm thinking, I don't really want another cup of coffee. But this guy has sold 3.5 million books. He's been on Oprah, Donahue, Today Show, Sally Jesse Raphael. I had this light bulb that went off. I'm going to let him pay for brunch, and I'll pick his brain. He'll never figure it out. So we meet at 11:30 for coffee. We have a bagel, we have coffee, and we start talking, and we talk a little business, and then we talk a little personal, we talk a little business. And then at one point he says, now, do you need to get back up to Carlsbad, or could I take you for another bite to eat? And I remember thinking, all this guy thinks about is food. I mean, for goodness sake, we just sat down at 11:30 with a bagel, and it's only 7 o'clock at night. Oh my gosh. I couldn't believe it. They closed the coffee shop, so we walked a block, got pizza. 10 minutes later, it's 11:30, 12-hour coffee date. 9 months later at the coffee shop, he asks me to marry him. But wait, there's more. My husband, Greg Godak, is the author of 1,001 Ways to Be Romantic. Pays to be intentional. So be intentional in your personal and professional life. Now, if you want an amusing life, same thing. You be intentional.